Hey guys, welcome back here, and today I have another fan that I'm gonna fix. Yep, got another one. This one wasn't a trash pick one though, this one was actually from my school, and it stopped working, so I'm gonna see if I can repair it, and since it didn't work, they let me have it. So, yeah, as you can see, I'm not sure what kind of fan this is. It is quite dirty, which is kind of expected, so this will need to be cleaned off. So as you can see, the base is actually not in terrible condition, but it's not in good condition. I might be able to unbend those a little bit, but I don't think I'll have to make a new base. As you can see, this is what looks like it's made by a Quality Superior. And then it has these kinds of buttons with the indentation to them. They're kind of hard to push down, but actually, you know what? Well, pushing the medium one down, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, it is like the 4 living one over there, where it has the buttons that go 0, 1, 2, 3 down like that. 16-inch stand fan. The cord port is actually on the left instead of on the back, which is kind of interesting. I've seen some fans that have had that design, but yeah, looks like this doesn't have a screw there, so I'm gonna have to put a new screw there. Maybe I won't, but yeah, there's a screw missing, and there is a problem with the oscillation because, as you can see, I'll show you guys a little more, but yeah, the oscillator is a little broken, but I'm pretty sure that will be fairly simple. Has this like really interesting like wavy design here, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, so yeah, and this thing actually it actually is able to be lifted. It looks like somebody bent that out, which honestly I do that too. There is no oscillation now, but I do have the oscillation in my backpack. I don't know why I took it off, but anyways, yeah. So here's the information sticker. Let's get it focused. There we go. Made in 2006, model SF2-40, 120 volts, 60 hertz, 0.46 amps, made in China. Ooh, that's amazing. I love Chinese products. Not really. But anyways, yeah, so I'm just gonna plug it in, and then I'll show you what happens. I don't think this one works. I actually know this one doesn't work because I tested it already, but I want to show you guys what happens. So I got it plugged in, and then it does have some school information there, so I'll have to wash that off. So, let's try speed 1. It's spinning a little bit, but you do hear a humming in the motor. Speed 2. Turning a little bit, and then if we go to speed 3, it's slowly moving at 3. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off. I don't want to blow the thermal fuse. I don't think it's a thermal fuse. I just think I think it's seized bearings, but it also could be the capacitor. But if it's that, then that'll be an easy fix. So anyways, let's unplug that. Yeah, I'm not gonna have the rotor running like that because if it's running for too long, it'll cut up the thermal fuse with overheating. So anyways, I'm gonna strip this down, and then we'll see how it is. So, it's like we just gotta take the grill off. Okay. So I'll just take it off. It's also like the Super. It has the things on the main grill. It's interesting. Yeah, the blades are pretty dirty. Anyways, let's see if we can spin this. Okay. I don't know why my camera goes so close, but I mean, it's not the freest thing in the world, but it doesn't feel like it's stiff. But if I hold it like this, it definitely is harder to spin. So I think the bearings are slightly seized. But yeah, so I'm gonna open this up and then we'll take a look. I have a feeling it is seized bearings because watch this. I have it turned on, and then I'll turn it on 3rd speed. Oops, don't know why that doesn't stay down, but see, when I turn it manually, it starts up. Let's see oh, what was that sound? Definitely is seized bearings. Huh. Okay, never mind. That's definitely... Yeah, see? Alright, yeah, I think this does need lubrication, so I'll open it up and I'll show you guys what to do. Alright, so it definitely is seized bearings, as you can see right here. There is a lot of dust and stuff, but yeah, now that the blades are off, it's very difficult to turn this. It's hard to show you with one hand, but I mean, I can turn it. It's not super seized, but it's seized enough that it doesn't start on its own without manually turning it. So think I'm gonna have to do something to unseize this. So I'm gonna take it out and then I'm gonna try something out. Okay guys, so I found out why the oscillator isn't working. Well, I know it's seized because I can't turn this, but also it looks like the plastic for this oscillation knob, it cracked over there. It's supposed to be holding on like this. So I'm gonna try to see if I can fix the oscillation, but I might just cancel out the oscillation. But I might be able to get this back on, but I'll try. But main thing is to unseize it. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna vacuum this out, and then I'll show you guys what I do to unseize it. Okay, so it's a few minutes later. I sprayed some WD-40 on the front bearing, and as you can see now, it is absolutely free. That is, wow, that is super free. And it was actually the back bearing that was the problem. It wasn't working on this one, but I sprayed a little bit on the back bearing, and that's when it, look at that. That is absolutely free. Like, that is perfect. So now, I did wipe off some of the excess. So, voila. That was actually very easy. Now, obviously, WD-40 is not the best permanent lubricant, so I'm going to be using some 3-in-1 oil. So, well, that was way easier than I thought. WD-40 seems to unseize it very well. Like, that is great. So now what I'm going to do, because since WD-40 isn't going to be the best for a lubricant, it's great for unseizing it, but 3-in-1 oil or WD-40 won't work by themselves. You need them both. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some 3-in-1 motor oil, and then I'm going to just put them on those bearings. Yeah, alright, so I'm probably just going to cancel out the oscillator, because, I mean, it's, as you can see, there's a bunch of cracks everywhere. So, I'll keep this just in case I want to put it back on, but as of right now, it's just going to be as, just like this. But I don't think I'm going to use it oscillating anymore. Like, even if I do secure those on, they probably won't last a while, but I'm going to try to super glue it together, and I'm going to see if that works. So I'll get back to you guys after that. Okay guys, so the oscillator had a couple pieces of plastic missing, so I couldn't really glue it together. The gluing did work out, it stayed on pretty well, but I don't think this oscillator is going to be much good anymore, so it's just going to be a stationary fan. So, yeah, I kind of smashed it up a little bit. That was kind of fun. Oh, there's no use of that anymore. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use one of, oh, hey Jinx. I'm going to use this piece, and then I'm going to, screw it on here, and then I'm going to mount the capacitor here, because I'm not sure if this is necessarily safe what I've done here, having metal next to metal. I'm pretty sure it could be fine, but I'm just going to use this piece and screw it on just to be safe, but yeah. So, otherwise, I think this was actually a big success. Alright, well, this fan definitely has been saved. The seized bearings are no longer seized anymore. As you can see, it spins very freely now. So basically, as you can see, I did have to cancel out the oscillator, and then what I did for the capacitor was I screwed it onto the part where the plastic used to be, and I cut the plastic. Well, it was already cut off anyway, so it didn't really matter, but I screwed it onto the plastic there, so that way it's not dangling around. Yep, and now this thing works again. So all I have to do now is I just got to clean off that stuff there, and that piece over there, and then I'll wipe this thing down, try to fix that base a little bit, and then I'll do a review after that. But yeah, honestly, that was pretty easy. So WD-40 did the job very well. And then the 3-in-1 oil will do the job very well for lasting. So I know a lot of people say don't use WD-40, don't use it. Well, they're right about the reason why. It isn't a lubricant, but it does really help unseize the bearings. it really does unseize them really well, because 3-in-1 oil doesn't really unseize it. It kind of helps to unlock it, but only for a certain amount of time. But WD-40 is good for unseizing it, and then you want to use 3-in-1 oil, or just any fan oil. Then you want to put it on that after, and then now this should be a really good long use. But yeah, that was honestly fairly easy. So now I just gotta clean off the fan components, and that will be good. A new fan for my collection. Alright guys, welcome back, and here is the fan all complete. I have 2 other fans right here. I'm gonna bring a couple more up in a few days. I'll be doing a spring break video because it's like March 12th. I'll be doing a first day of spring video, first day of spring startup every year. I'll start doing that. Anyways, yeah, so here's the fan. It's all complete. It's much cleaner now. As you can see, no more dirt, no more nothing. Everything looks fairly decent. I actually did give it a new base. It's just the other base was just kind of ugly, so I decided to give it a new one. This is just a wooden base, and it actually turned out pretty darn well. Better than any other ones. It's probably the best one that I've made. And I even added little feet pegs on the bottom, so that's another cool feature. And it is slightly smaller than the other one, but it works pretty much very identical. But yeah, you honestly can't even really tell the difference. But yeah, and then here's the pole right there. It actually goes fairly tall as well. Not as tall as this one. Trash Find Super. It's not as tall as this one, but as you can see, it is fairly close. I don't even know if that Super's at the full height or not. Anyways, yeah, so these 3 are probably my most powerful fans out of the pedestal fans. This one's probably the 3rd most powerful, and honestly, I don't even know which one's powerful. I'm starting to think that this one might be more powerful than that one, which kind of makes sense because that one has the safety grills, which are annoying. This one just has the regular grills. There are more flimsy grills, like you can easily push in on them compared to this one, but we're not really focusing on this one, we're focusing on this one. Anyways, I decided to have the logo-ish kind of thing down there. Not sure what was the original way it came, but I think that looks pretty decent. Yeah, again, it's made by Quality Super Ear. 16-inch stand fan, and the cord is actually on the left. I actually put it through there, all the way to the power outlets over there. And what I normally do all the time is I normally always just take electrical tape, and I cover up that little end there just because I've noticed with my Sunbeam that the welding came loose, so I don't know why. I don't think it really makes a difference, but I just do it there just because. I don't know why. I just do it because. No. Okay, why is that not going down? Hang on. Alright, hang on. There we go. Oh, there we go. Yeah, and I put it right underneath here. That's one thing I like about these X spaces, is that they're really easy to fit in tight spaces. You can't do that with this kind of a base. But yeah. So anyways, it's no longer seized anymore. It's actually pretty powerful. The only downside is that it doesn't oscillate anymore because the oscillator was pretty beat. I don't know how it got so bad, but yeah, I just canceled out the oscillator. Now there's just a big hole at the top here, which could be fair enough for allowing air in, so it cools it down, but I think it has enough vents already. And then for the capacitor, I mounted it onto the screw there. I did it closer. I did it earlier in the video. But anyways, yeah, that's where the capacitor is, just so it's not dangling down, because the worm gear, the worm for the thing could probably make it like probably cause, because the worm is kind of sharp, so I just have it away from the worm just so that nothing bad happens. Got a fairly decent handle. It's fairly lightweight, not like this one. That one's heavy. Anyways, yeah, so the blade pitch is fairly good too. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna start it on high. One thing that I like about it is that it has this kind of similar design compared to this one and this one are fairly identical to design. Like, they both have the plastic things on the main grill, like these clips. But I mean, like, this one is very similar to my 4 living one. Like, it has 0, 1, 2, 3 instead of 0, 1, 2, 3. But anyways, we're gonna start it off on low. It's fairly quiet too. Like, this one actually has an actual low speed, which is insane. Anyways, here's medium. Sometimes the button doesn't click in all the way, I don't know why. spinning a lot faster on medium. And finally high. Now it's spinning pretty fast. Moves a lot of air on high. I won't be able to show this in oscillation, but you know what? The best thing I could do is this. Hang on. Okay, anyways. Okay, no more blades. Alright. Anyways, low. Medium. Yep, there's lots of air coming out of this one. You can see over there. Hi. I think this might be actually a little more powerful than Super by a little bit. But I can't really tell. I need an analog to fully know for sure. Yeah, spindle time is fairly decent, so hope you enjoyed this video, and come back for more fans videos, and for that spring break video for the first day of spring when I start all of my fans up at the same time. So anyways, see ya, bye.